Good afternoon and welcome to the 2017 Yonex US Open. I'm Bobby Griffin and you join us here in California at the Anaheim Convention Center Arena just southwest of Los Angeles. With a couple of scheduled changes, this sees the 9th Grand Prix Gold of the 2017 calendar, which started with the Far East Malaysian Masters in January. Will make its way to New Zealand, then Germany, before heading back to Asia for Macau and Korea in December. It's finals day. We're down to one court to give you all 5 US Open finals live right here. First up, it's the women's doubles. Japan's Mayu Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara face Korea's Lee So-hee and Shin Seung. Next up in the men's singles with an all-Indian final, Kashyap Parupalli against his teammate H.S. Pranoy. Women's singles sees Aya Ahori of Japan take on Canada's Michelle Lee. In the mixed doubles, we've got Korea's Kim Won-ho, who partners Shin Seung, making her second appearance today after that women's doubles earlier. They face teammates Hyo Seung-jae and Kim Ha-na. And finally, in the men's doubles, our top 2 seeds, Lu Qingyao and Yang Po-han from Taipei, take on Japan's Takuto Inoue and Yuki Kaneko. A quick look at the draw then, our first final, it's the women's doubles. You can see there we've got 4 Japanese and 3 Korean quarter-finalists. Odds were always on for a Korea versus Japan final here today. That's what we've got. So technical officials ready and waiting out there on center court. We're going to be welcoming our players any moment.
From Japan, Mayu Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara.
There's Mayu Matsumoto leading us out with her partner Wakana Nagahara.
And from Korea, finalists Lee So-hee and Shin Seung.
And you could hear the announcer Lee So-hee, Shin Seung. Shin making her first final here today. She's up again later, once more in the mixed doubles. And with no delay, we'll get things right underway with the umpire and the toss of the coin.
Or red? Red? It is black. You will receive. Mayu will receive. Receive. And which side will you? On the right side? And Shin. Service. Thank you, Steve.
So the Koreans taking the far end of the court, top of the screen. We've got Mayu Matsumoto to receive serve. Incidentally, we've got a few celebrity coin toss presenters out here today. That was Steve Kearney, the current USAB Director of Para Badminton and host of the 2017 US Para Badminton International in Colorado Springs in a couple of months' time. Let's take a look at our finalists then. First up, there she is, Mayu Matsumoto, 21 years of age, from Hokkaido in Japan. She and her partner currently ranked 48 in the world, just clinging on to that top 50 spot. I'm sure this final here today will do nothing but improve that current ranking. Her partner, Wakana Nagahara, also 21, and also from Hokkaido. They were up at 32 in the world probably 6 or 7 months ago, back in January, their career high to date, but I'm sure we've got more to come from these two young Japanese doubles players. You can see they're a reasonably comfortable route through to today's women's doubles final. Teammate opponents in both the semi-final and quarter-final. Saturday and Friday, that match yesterday, perhaps their toughest of the week, 23-21. In a second game, it was very close. There's Lee So-hee. Their opponents today, 23 years old, from Ulsan in South Korea. Don't let that world ranking of 204 fool anyone. I'll talk more about that in a moment. But she's playing with a reasonably new partner that's only their second or third outing. I think it's their third outing, Shin Seung-chan. 22 years of age from Jeollabuk-do in South Korea. And if you notice there, their highest ranking, Lee So-hee, currently ranked 3 in the world on her own. And Shin Seung-chan also right up there. They've been playing with other partners, you see, over the last 12 months and doing very well indeed. So this is their third outing together. Well, it was an epic yesterday, that semi-final out on court 2. Over an hour and a half long and 22-20 in the third game. Look at that first game score, 30-28. No surprise, it's their first meeting, the Koreans, a very new partnership. I'm sure they've met on court with other partners before. Today's umpire, David Carton from the USA. Katarina Ittrich from Austria, our service judge. And it's Shin Seung-chan who will have the first serve from Korea in that blue and yellow strip at the top of our screens. Serving to Mayu Matsumoto. Already we can see the Japanese adopting their favoured formation. Mayu Matsumoto, the stronger of the two, prefers hitting down from the back of the court. Good smash into the body. And another good smash, this time from Nagahara into the body of Shin. You notice there the first shot from Shin Seung-chan, looking up at the lights high above them. Not ideal badminton lighting here in this convention centre arena. A few players this week we've noticed struggling to find the shuttle as it sails back through the lights. Conditions fairly difficult out there, some drift in this massive arena as well. Yeah, good smash from Lee So-hee into the body of Matsumoto. Jumping out on the left leg and then driving that smash back across court. Well, our first service fault. Lee So-hee called for height of the racket. Good defense from the Japanese. Lifting dead center of the court. Not ideal in doubles to lift so centrally, They're getting away with it at the moment. Surely they can't keep this up. Well, they're doing so. And they're back on the attack. Well played. Nagahara, Matsumoto, but she's missed the forehand kill. Matsumoto driving out wide. No doubt a sign of things to come. Women's doubles, these top pairs so comfortable in defense. But a great smash from Lee So-hee again, once more into the body of Matsumoto. Good pressure from Nagahara at the net. And again, once more, this time straight through the middle of the Japanese defense, causing a bit of confusion. And once more turning defense into attack. They'll be happy to be flying through some of these points. Bit of a difference from yesterday's semi-finals in the women's doubles. Some very long and drawn-out rallies yesterday. Great smash, Matsumoto across the body of Shin. Oh, fantastic hitting, Lee So-hee. Again, massive space over there. Nagahara not wide enough. You can see all that space out to the left. Good cross smash from Lee. Forehand error from Nagahara. Levels things up on the scoreboard once more, 7-all now. Yeah, I was saying earlier about that world ranking. These two Koreans been playing with different partners over the last year or two. Lee So-hee usually paired up with Chang Yi-na. And they've still got a ranking of 3 in the world at this stage. What a fierce attack from Shin and Lee. Good rotation. Great court coverage, well played. Yes, they've got a world ranking as a pair of 3. Shin Seung usually plays with Jung Kyun-yoon. And they've also got a world ranking of 5. So these two are Two of the best women's doubles players in the world. They're just playing together over the last few months for the first time. And again, that's smash from Matsumoto. More the direction rather than the power that got the better of the Koreans. Cross court out wide into the tram lines. Well, good stuff once more. We're back on level terms once again, 9-all. Shin with the serve. Good backhand cross lift from Matsumoto, but Nagahara's defense not up to the task. A couple of errors from Nagahara so far in this opening game. Perhaps the only difference out there on court at the moment. Just a couple of unforced errors. There's a third from Nagahara. She'll be disappointed with that. Perhaps throwing away what would have been a nice few-point lead at the break. 11-9 mid-game interval here in the first. Let's take a look at Nagahara. She's just struggling at the front of the court, perhaps a bit too close to the net. Snatched at it a little. Yeah, she should have left that for Matsumoto, really. Well, it's the first time I've ever seen a massive shuttlecock with a huge racket. Throwing a few gifts and presents into the crowd. So 11-9, Shin with the serve. Yeah, good rotation once more from the Koreans. Oh, some confusion. But great defense, Shin on the floor. Good change of pace from Matsumoto. Nagahara mixing things up. Unfortunate for Shin Seung-chan not to have been able to get some string onto that shuttle. Well worked rotation. I felt that the Koreans were staying on the straight for a moment. Lee So-hee opted for the cross court when Shin was looking for the straight attack, and it just got them in a bit of a mess, the Koreans. Signs that these two are fairly new at playing together, just haven't quite worked out some of their strategies. There's another one. Whose is that in the midcourt? It's right down the middle of their defence. They need to work out between them who's going to take what. Bit more comfortable in attack that time from Lee So-hee. Yeah, it's all well and good being top 5 in the world individually, but as a pair, they haven't quite gelled yet. They've only managed the last 16 at the Canada Open a couple of weeks ago, International Series event. That Super Series first outing, the Japan Open. Towards the end of last year, they only managed a round 1 exit. So they might very well be very well respected and good performing doubles players, but as a pair, so important to work things out strategically together. How to rotate as a pair, who's going to take what. These two still finding their way. Great pick up at the net, good block. Good defense, Lee So-hee. And she's got them back on the attack. Right, let's see if no. She went straight this time and her partner didn't move out. Koreans still hold that attack row and it's straight down the middle. Well played, Lee So-hee. Yeah, it was a good finish. There was one moment in that rally, Lee hitting down, expecting, hoping her partner was going to move out and take the cross lift. But Shin held ground at the net. Lee So-hee had to dart across court to maintain the attack. Just making things a little hard for themselves at times, the Koreans. Oh, good pick up from Shin. That's good rotation from the Japanese as well. Good coverage. See how the Japanese get themselves in trouble, but get out of it so early. Shin on the floor once more, fooled by the pace. It was a great rally for Nagahara and Matsumoto. Look at that cross block forehand from Matsumoto. Shin just asking for the court to be mopped after that fall. Perspiration on the court, not ideal for badminton players. Rubber on rubber, really, with shoes and this mat. Anything wet and we could see some fairly dangerous accidents. Well, again, that error from Nagahara. This game would be all tied up if it wasn't for those couple of unforced errors. Not much in it, really. Service fault again, called Lee So-hee. Height of the racket once more.
No. Play. Shuttle came up.
Well, you heard it there. From David Carlton, shuttle came up as she went to serve too high. Oh, that was unlucky from Nagahara. Trying to turn that cross into the gap. Didn't quite find the court. And Shin with the miss, crouch defense. Good drive from the Japanese, but she just couldn't control that back over the tape. Oh, great pickup from Nagahara. Lucky, really mistimed the block. She was too close to the net, but somehow managed to scrape the shuttle back over the top. Oh, she got her partner in trouble there, Nagahara, but they've got out of it once more. Too much to ask. It was too easy for Shin to apply some pressure. Yeah, that was the cross net shot from Nagahara that got them in trouble. Gave Korea the attack, and it was Shin in the end. That right leg jump out driving the kill into Matsumoto. And it's Korea still with that 1 point advantage. Well, service judge Katarina taking one to the head as well. It's all going on here on centre court. It wasn't the most fierce shot in the world. I'm sure she'll be fine. That'll teach her for calling so many service faults. Good block, Matsumoto. Impressive defending from her so far in this match. And Nagahara once more with the unforced error. That's 3 or 4 we've seen from her this match. And that's 3 points the lead for Korea. Not having the best game so far, Nagahara. Great serve from Lee. Great defense from the Koreans as well. Well, what a rally. And Nagahara's down, but she's able to pick up that lift. Well, it's the longest rally of the match so far, and it's still going. Oh, well left. And unfortunately, once more, it's Nagahara with the unforced error. Well, what a rally. Slower drop from Lee, mixing up the attack. The cross smash. And the forehand defense, Nagahara just a few inches wide, a shame for her. And it's the Koreans with game point. So 4 game points, surely a matter of time in this kind of match before the Koreans earn themselves a break and take us to the second game. Oh, another great rally. So he working so hard at the back of the court to maintain the attack, but again Nagahara, I'm sorry to say it, but she's been the weak link out there in game 1. One more unforced error from her. I think that's her 5th, and 5 points the difference in the scoreline. Lee So-hee, Shin Seung-chan of Korea take the opening game in the women's doubles final, 21-16. Look at this from Lee So-hee at the back, working so hard to stay on top of this rally. Keep the shuttle going down, and then Nagahara one more time. You can see in her body language, she's so disappointed with that. Just didn't get back to defend early enough. Snatched at the lift, and it's gone wide. Koreans in front. So for me, it's Matsumoto of Japan that's really holding things together for this pair. Having a great game, she's defending well, she's attacking well. Nagahara just doesn't quite look at the races when it comes to defense. Snatching at things, taking a few chances, not getting back, crouched low enough, early enough. No doubt this Korean pair are very strong indeed. Good tactically, great power and pace, good rotation at times, but they do get caught, especially in defense. They're a new pairing. And they do have a bit of a communication breakdown at times, which the Japanese really need to take advantage of. But it's how to attack them when they're being attacked so hard. These two hit so hard, Shin and Lee. Yeah, great play once more from Lee So-hee. Well, everything going in favor of the Koreans at the moment. Apologies for the delay there, a bird just flew past the commentary desk. Yes, everything going the way of the Koreans at the moment, and I'm going to put an early call out. This is going to be one-way traffic, this second game. So pressure is on for the Japanese. And the fist pump from Shin tells you these two are well up for this final. Their first final, their first weekend as a pair, in fact, the Koreans. Finally starting to gel as a doubles pair, perhaps. Great smash from Matsumoto, though, straight through the body of Shin. And finally, they're off the mark with their first point. Well, a great return of serve from Lee So-hee, taking on Nagahara at the net. And all Nagahara do is to try and get as much length on the shuttle as possible. She couldn't keep it in court. And the Koreans up at 7-1. Good cross-court backhand, but she couldn't follow up with the forehand. From Nagahara, not with enough length. Matsumoto forced to take the drive on the backhand, putting too much pressure. Fine margins, of course, but you can tell at times it's Nagahara that isn't quite up to the standard of these two Koreans and struggling out there. That's better from her, though, this time, maintaining the tack, keeping the shuttle going down. But the power and pace from the Koreans gets them back in front once more. Good pick-up from Lee. Oh, great cross block from Shin as well. Matsumoto, good technique in defense. Oh, well, Nagahara got away with it. What a rally this is. The error on the forehand net shot from Shin. And finally, a well-deserved point for Matsumoto. Nagahara Well, that was the best shot we've seen from Nagahara today. Forehand defense off her body. I thought the rally was over, but somehow they kept it going. And they got their reward. Well played, Japan. Well, that's what it's going to take to get through these two Koreans. Japan have their work cut out for them here in this women's doubles final, no doubt. Good defense from Lee. And Nagahara changed her mind, took it so late, it was almost on the floor. And well anticipated Lee So-hee early at the net, backhand kill. Look how early Lee So-hee was to get round the head onto that shuttle. Great footwork, great power in those legs. And again, Lee So-hee with a straight smash. She's on fire today from the back of the court. Yeah, great return of serve. Matsumoto putting the pressure on straight away. And gets the forehand kill. Good pick up, Nagahara. Oh, and Shin, uncharacteristic of her at the front of the court, missing that forehand. She's going to need to shake those errors out of her game. She's going to get a lot of that kind of play later on in the mixed doubles. Oh, good rotation. A great defense from Japan. One more error from Nagahara. Well, the Koreans had a great start to this second game. Got themselves a 6-point lead, and they've maintained it through to the mid-game interval. Yeah, fierce attacking again from the Koreans. Japan for a moment out of trouble, but somehow Korea managed to get back on top. Well, very well worked rally from the Koreans in the end, but Disappointment once more from Nagahara. She's missed so many today. Well left, Matsumoto. The first short serve I think we've seen in this final from Shin this time. That's better, Nagahara. That forehand crouch defense this time played perfectly. So Nagahara, Matsumoto back to within 4. They're clawing their way back into this second game, but under some real pressure here from the Koreans. Yeah, great rotation. Nagahara with the straight smash. It was a good cross block, but Matsumoto was onto it very early. So they're back to within 3. Japan having a terrific run the last 5 minutes or so. But a fairly weak serve from Nagahara. Too high and too easy for Lee So-hee. Good cutout in the mid-court. Matsumoto looking for that forehand drive. She's playing so well. Oh, clash of rackets. But they get away with it. Great defending for a moment, but the pressure from Shin too much this time. Matsumoto could only try to get out of the way. Yeah, good anticipation from Shin to jump on to that backhand drive. And it seems the Koreans have rebuilt that momentum they have. Just momentarily, they let Matsumoto, Nagahara on top of them for a few points. But it seems they're putting their foot right back on the gas. Good cross lift from Lee. Yeah, good attacking as well. Shin covering for her partner at the net well. Oh, some great net play. And well, it's getting typical. I don't need to say, really. You can see the disappointment once more on Nagahara's face. A fairly comfortable cross block. She had plenty of time and just mistimed the push. Better from Nagahara. Laying off to mid-court, keeping the attack. And forcing the error from Shin. But they're again behind and they're 5 points down at 10-15 serving Nagahara. These next few points crucial for the Japanese if they're to find a way back into this final. Well, that was too short, too easy. Lee So-hee with the kill. Yeah, finally a bit of luck from Nagahara. That net has been working against her all day so far. About time one came off the top in her favour. But it's last chance saloon really for the Japanese, 5 points behind the Koreans, who need just 5 points to take this women's doubles final, and there's one. Good length on the lift from Nagahara this time. Yeah, better play Matsumoto, mixing up the attack. Oh, but Shin early onto it. It was good footwork. I can't blame Nagahara this time. It was purely the anticipation and timing from Shin at the net. Watch how early she was onto that. Forehand, round the head, out wide. Jump out and just hammer it straight back into Nagahara. Great play from Lee and Shin. Good serve from Shin, and then the backhand hold. Deception just to push it past Nagahara into the open space. Matsumoto did well just to get a racket to the shuttle. Looking confident out there now, Shin. Not exactly a trick shot, but just that bit of deception at the net to make the Japanese very late. Great return of serve, Matsumoto. Getting some luck once more with the net cord. Well, what a return of serve from Lee So-hee. And again, when you're this far in front and playing so well, you can afford to take on some of these shots. And it's Lee So-hee serving at match point, at championship point. Oh, good defense. Oh, but the net cord falling back, it gives the point to the Japanese, and they survive for one more moment at least. So one championship point saved. How many more can they save? Good defense. And again from Matsumoto. But the backhand block from Nagahara, not good enough. It's another error from her. And it hands the match and this US Open title to a very well-deserving Lee So-hee, Shin Seung-chan from Korea. Absolutely dominant in that second game. After a very close and exciting opener. And it's great to see these two strong women's doubles players both now gelling as a pair. They've come through this final in straight games over Matsumoto and Nagahara, 21-16, 21-13. Well, it was some good defending from Matsumoto in particular for a moment. Japan got back on the attack, but Matsumoto this time gives it away. And as we see again, Lee So-hee dominant from the back of the court, as she has been all match. Look how powerful she is in her movement around the court. Good layoff with the backhand to middle. And then the smash at Nagahara. A good tactic. Nagahara's defense letting her down at times all the way through this match. A disappointing final for her. But a very strong performance from these two Koreans. And they'll be lifting this US Open title in just a few moments.
The runner-up for women's doubles finals, Mayu, Matsumoto, Wakana, Nagahara from Japan.
Well, let's let the announcer in the stadium introduce you to the runner-up and the winners.
And the winner of the 2017 Yonex US Open for women's doubles from Korea, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan.
An impressive week for Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan.
Presenting the award for women's doubles, Dr. Jeffrey Kwan, President of Premier Chiropractic.
And Premier Chiropractic, one of the main sponsors here at this event. Dr. Jeffrey Kwan, the president. handing out the prizes to the runner-up and the winner.
The players are now being presented with Disney plushes, courtesy of Disney Parks, Anaheim.
And rightly so, the players going home with Minnie Mouse. We're so close to Disneyland here in Anaheim.
Prize money checks.
So a little over $4,500 US for the runners-up.
To this year's winners.
Just under $9,500 US for the winning pair. Lee So-hee, Shin Seung-chan from Korea. Well, what a performance, Lee So-hee, Shin Seung-chan from Korea. A very dominant display in the women's doubles final over in straight games. 21-16, 21-13. Matsumoto and Nagahara getting ever closer to a Grand Prix gold title. We've got men's singles up next, both from India. It's Parupalli against Pranoy. So the men's singles draw from quarter-final stage onwards. You can see there in the quarter-finals, just 4 nations represented.
Stepping on to the court
India
now,
in both semi-finals yesterday,
finalist from India,
and they succeeded in making it an all-India